Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Welcome.
Welcome to Everyone Wants 100%, where we go beyond the chair and give you the real about the salon industry. I'm Shawanda.
And I'm Jaleesa. How is everybody? Hi to all the YouTubers that see us.
Yes,
and hello to our listeners.
Yes, and our new downloads.
Yes. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. However, head on over to Instagram. We need y'all support on Instagram. Engage in our stories. We're definitely engaging with you guys. So come on down. I have a question.
Yes.
Did you hear about Beyonce?
I'm so excited.
Are you?
Yes.
Oh, yes. I forget. You're like a beehive.
Yes. Yes. I'm so excited for her hair product.
I was going to say, for those of you who don't know, Beyonce is coming out with a hair care line. It is called Creed. It's not a line?
It's called Scared. What is it?
What is it, Mike?
Sacred.
Sacred.
Oh no, we gotta stop.
All right. Look. The beehive. It's called Sacred. As she zooms in and you guys can see on our outline. Yes, it's called Sacred.
The brand name. Okay. All right. My bad. I'm sorry, Beyonce.
It's all right.
Listening, I'm sorry.
You a part of the beehive, so I believe they're gonna forgive you.
Okay.
It's all right.
It throws you off a little bit.
It does because of the spelling. It's spelled like CECRED.
Right.
And it's called Sacred. But I mean, I guess the beehive gets it. They all knew who it was. Yes. So it launched February 20th. And what do you think?
I can't wait to try her products, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure she has some really, really good heat. I'm sure she has been listening. She's a Black girl. I know she knows what we need. But the girls are saying something a little different.
Are they?
Yeah.
What are they saying?
She wears wigs all the time.
So she won't know about any kind of hair care.
Right. So they're almost like for Tracy Ellis Ross, for her to drop a line made sense because she always wears her natural hair. She's always showing different styles. So that made sense. So the girls are not understanding why she would drop the line.
I mean, but to me, if you have healthy, long, luxurious hair, which everybody knows Beyonce has, it would take time to get there. You got to know what works, what is going to be good for you, what's not going to be good for you. So you would essentially have an idea of what will happen. Plus, Beyonce got money. I'm sure she paid some kind of scientist, chemistrist, to make sure that her line is top creme de la creme.
Right. But
you know what I mean?
Translate to the buyer, there needs to be a connection, which she also lacks because...
No, I disagree. She does not. Y'all beehivers.
Okay, but we connect to her musically. We
don't
connect to her on other level.
How many Ivy Park items do you have?
Okay, but that's the thing. They don't do well because she's not connected to an audience on a personal level. That's
when you say do well, what does that mean to you? Because
it doesn't exist anymore.
Because it doesn't exist, but every time that she had a drop is sold out.
Yeah, but
so
I don't know.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't work for Adidas. Okay,
I know, but you say that it doesn't do well, but I differ because it does do well
in our eyes. Yes. But,
okay.
Big companies that need to make a lot of money because they put a lot of money into marketing and campaigning for it.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't hold its end of the bargain.
I don't think so. When I see the words sold out and I can't get it anywhere and it's exclusive and it's a high ticketed item, I always feel like, yeah, I either made my money or they made their money. You could say the same for, you don't think so?
Well, the first drop, yes. The second drop, yeah.
The third drop?
Not so well.
I don't think so. Where's Mike B? Can we get the stats on that? Please. Because I am a firm believer that she had to, there's no way a company is going to continue to push that amount of money
Beyonce.
In you. There's no way a company is going to push large amount of money in you if you're not doing well.
That's why they're not anymore.
Well, there you have it, guys. Sometimes I got to talk through things in order to realize that that's what it is.
So now here we are, Sacred.
All right. So how do you think it's going to do? Do you think it'll do well? In my eyes, I believe it's going to do well. Y'all know that already.
So I think that is the possibility it can. Her mom worked in a hair salon.
Oh,
she was a salon owner. So
this ain't Beyonce dream.
Exactly.
This Tina knows dream.
Just like Daryl.
Oh my God. Oh my God. She's living vicariously through her daughter.
Of course.
I know that's right. Everybody got to eat and everybody got to get it.
Yes.
I know that is right.
And we know the hair industry is a $1 billion industry. So
It is.
why not
tap into it? Well, you know what? Aaliyah said it.
What she said?
If at first you don't succeed,
she's so annoying.
You go ahead, amen, and you dust yourself off and you try again. Can I get amen?
Amen.
I know that's right. Well, I definitely,
Beyonce.
Yes, I was just about to say, congratulations, it's in order.
Yes.
Cheers.
Oh damn, I wasn't even on that, you know.
Y'all see that? And I know y'all seen it.
So
Cheers to Beyonce.
Yes,
it is. Because we not a hater. We all for you. And we go, I think we should totes do a review, a product review.
Okay.
Yeah. And so we, you know what? We're going to do y'all a favor. We're going to try it out. We're going to let y'all know how it goes. And then we're going to give y'all a review.
I would never come on here and say anything bad anyway.
Yeah, I know it's all going to be good. Beyonce.
Right.
Woo!
I love it already. Don't even wait for the review. I love it anyway.
All righty then. So we're going to go ahead and dooby this up and we're going to go into our Salon Etiquette 101. And in Salon Etiquette, this is a segment where we get you all the way together and we give you the do's and the don'ts of the salon industry. In the last episode, we spoke about professionalism, what it gave, and gave some examples about basically what professionalism is.
Mm-hmm.
This week, we are going to continue, and we're going to talk about deposits. So between the bio bullies and the deposit demons, we just want to...
I love it.
So we're going to go ahead and just touch on deposits. What is a deposit, Sha?
I don't know.
Child. And y'all be talking about ABB. What's a deposit?
Deposit is when you put money into something to hold it down.
Okay, so you're giving the Webster dictionary.
That's why I said I didn't know at first.
Oh, no, I'm asking you, what is a deposit? See, so to me, I feel like deposit is security. It's securing not only the stylist as well as the business.
What is deposits in the salon industry? What does that mean? Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, I mean, but what is a deposit? You're giving, you know what?
Deposit, Shawanda?
No, I said, what is a deposit?
I know.
So yeah. So again, what's a deposit?
So yes, it's security.
Yes.
When you book an appointment, you want to leave a deposit to assure your appointment will be secured when you get there.
Right. Now, the realty is I feel like it's a back and forth between the stylist as well as the clients. Like, why do I have to leave a deposit? What's the reason? Why are you charging me 100%? Why are you charging me 50%? Like, can you give a background as to why we have deposits, why these things are in place, and where they're going with it?
So we have deposits because it's 2024, right? So
not the time difference.
We're evolving.
I love a good evolution.
Right. We're evolving. So in the salon industry, in that beauty world, deposits are necessary. So that way the stylists are ensured that they will get some type of compensation for their time.
Okay.
And back in the day, and it still exists and it still
goes
on.
Right.
People would make appointments and not show up.
Okay.
So yes, and that can be very detrimental to anyone's business. It can definitely just leave a bad taste in your mouth as a stylist because you're not really gaining what you think you're going to gain.
I can see that. And I hope that explanation was enough for everyone because...
What do you think?
I mean... Because y'all know I'm going to give y'all from the consumer standpoint.
Right.
Okay. So I believe in deposits now that I work in the salon industry. And I am going to tell you why. There are plenty of times where stylists show up and they show up on time and they're ready for you. And they're like, yeah, I'm running late. Or I just got out of bed, or it's always something. And yes, these things happen. We do realize 1,000%, because we're all human. We got to bring humanity back to cosmetology. Okay, you gotta feel like, yes, I woke up late. I was out all night. I'm gonna be late. Great, it's gonna be $35. And I get it because the stylist has been sitting there waiting for you.
Yes.
They could have had someone else book that space in that time. And now you're taking away not only their time to have done someone else, but you're also taking away from your experience, I feel like. Because when you come in, Yeah, you
Yeah,
are taking away from your
definitely,
experience because
definitely.
now you're rushing. Now you're rushing the stylist because you still want to get out at the time that was promised. So it's like, I get it.
Mhm.
But from the client standpoint,
Yes.
if I am someone who's a big grown woman in my age, and I tell you I'm
Gonna show
coming
up.
at 11:30,
Okay.
I'm gonna be there at 11:35. Like,
Well, that's you, and that's not the world,
it's not.
and so that's why there's deposit.
And you know why? Because one bad apple
always-
spoils the bunch.
Well,
and I got a story,
what?
but I'm going to let you. All right,
What?
yeah, I'm going to tell my story.
I want
Okay,
the tea.
so here's the
Let me
story.
imagine God.
So here's the story, y'all. I booked an electrolysis service with a specific company. I won't name the name. And I put my deposit down. I went on to Google and I researched, where they were located so that I would have my Uber and I would be able to go to the space. I go ahead, put it in my Uber, and I get to the space. And when I get there, it's not the space that they said. So I'm like, whoa, what is happening? Mid-Uber, I'm like, no, this is not it. I have to change the address. So I call them and I'm like, hey, I am at this address here. I put it into Uber and Google Maps and this is where I reached. Where are you located? Gives me a totally different address.
Wow.
So I put in the address. I get to the space. The young lady tells me, yeah, but you're not going to get here in time for your service. So we're going to have to keep your deposit.
Mm-hmm.
I said, ma'am. Ma'am, hold up. Wait a minute. I did my due diligence and I put it in Google. And this is the address that came up. And she said to me verbatim out of her mouth, I know that's our older location. Sometimes people get it mixed up, but yeah, we're here. I said, okay. She's like, well, how long is it going to take you? I said, well, it's 15 minutes away. Absolutely not. Where are you? She's telling me how long it's going to get to get there.
I understand her feeling that way in that moment.
So I said to her, well, I'm going to get here at this time. Is that okay? She said, absolutely not. Your appointment is now canceled. It's a wrap.
Down, girl.
Deuces. I said, okay, but I'm still mad because I spent money and I'm losing money.
Right.
I go online and I rebook another appointment.
Wow, you dedicated, girl. You really needed that service.
I did because I want to get rid of my little hairs on my chin.
Not those goddamn hairs again.
Okay, I want to get rid of them.
Uh-huh.
So I go and I book it and I get there and no one's there. No one's there. It's shut down. Place closed.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
No one is there. So now, guess what I'm going to do?
What?
Dispute it with my bank.
Of course, as you should.
Because why are you playing with me?
Yeah, well.
And even so, even so, if she was feeling some kind of weird way and she was upset that I wasn't there, that goes back to our last episode. Professionalism. Just in case y'all missed what that word was going to be. Like, you got to be professional at all times.
So where wasn't she professional? Was she not professional because she didn't offer you
options?
Yeah.
Options. Give me some options. Give me something.
Okay.
And any business, as big as the business is or as small as the business is, when you are talking to a customer and they are outraged, you have to give them, you can't tell them you can't say what you can't do. Right. Tell them what you can do because it now gives them options. Now their brain is thinking like, okay, if I don't get this done or this doesn't happen, then I know for sure that I could do this. Give them She gave me none of that. She just was like, yeah, you missed the appointment. Bye.
I'm sorry, friend.
I know. So yeah, the deposit bullies, the bio bullies and the deposit demons was real.
When do you think it's okay to keep someone's deposit?
When they do a no call, no show.
Okay, but technically you did. But the error was on her part because her address is not synced in line with Google. So now you're at the old location. So yeah, she should have and could have taken some responsibility for that.
Yes, because she knew about it.
Right.
But I also feel like when I say to you, I didn't do a no call, no show because immediately when I got there, I knew there was a mistake.
There's a lot of people that come and go, and there's a lot of people that say, oh, this happened because of this, and now, they want that grace. It kind of messes up for everybody else because
one bad apple spoiled the bunch. However, you as a small business owner, you can't do that.
Yeah, not everyone is
the same, and I'm a new client at that. And this is not a service that's going to be like a one-time one-shot deal. This is continuous.
She doesn't know that though.
Maybe her employee didn't know that because I'm pretty sure that the owner doesn't know that transpired.
Okay, it could have been the owner who said it, but. It could have been
It could have been.
the whole time.
It could have. You know what? You ain't never lie. You're absolutely right. And I feel sorry for that woman.
It's okay.
I feel sorry for that business.
Well, I appreciate deposits just from a stylist standpoint
Mm-hmm.
because obviously, especially in the beginning of my career when I'm building as a stylist, I'm excited. I want my books filled, and you book these appointments hoping that the client shows up,
Right.
so that way you can reach a quota for the week, for the month, however it is, because it is a business.
Right.
We are here to service you, to make money, and then when you don't call and you don't show up, that's really disrespectful. Like it is like you're not considering anyone in this moment but yourself. So deposits are pretty much a blessing for us.
Mm-hmm.
It is, but people get carried away with it. I feel like there should be some sort of limits to what it is. You can't keep someone's deposit if you're at fault. That to me makes no sense. I hear so many stories.
So what if the deposit was made months in advance? And is it okay to have a reschedule the day before?
Things happen.
Yes.
Okay. So if it's a one-off, yes. But that should never be the case. If someone has secured a spot for more than a month, 15 days, 20 days, 2 days in this busy world, they want their spot, because I am not an appointment girly. And I am not going to lie. I am not going to lie.
You're a last minute girly?
I am a last minute girly.
That she's a last minute girly.
It's not working for me because I can't get an appointment anywhere. And I'm like, what is going on?
What happened to the walk-in places?
Where is it? Where are they?
And we will talk about that on the next
are they?
episode of Dragon Ball Z, because I've always wanted to talk about that. Like, why is it that we don't have that option anymore? And the only places that have that mentality are primarily the like a lot of the Asian salons, a lot of the Russian salons. They do more so give you the opportunity to do walk-ins, because essentially that's what it is.
Well,
but a lot
they have more employees, so they can service the people.
Oh God!
Okay,
I'm telling y'all, it's getting
about
extra juicy.
A black hair salon, usually it's a small business essentially, so we can't take the volume in that they can, because they have employees that are there to service the clients at any cost, at any reason, at any time. And so it makes sense.
And that is lacking in our community.
Yeah,
it's very much so lacking in our community. But however, like I said, on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z, we will be talking about that. We'll talk about, walk-ins. We'll talk about employees as well. Like, why don't we have the volume as black-owned businesses? Black-owned businesses. Yeah. Why we don't have the volume? Why we don't have the people? I know what your answer gonna be, girl. I know it already. No, but I'm saying, like,
volume. I mean, we have volume, but
no. Employees to take the volume.
Yes, got it.
Like, why can't we accept the volume? Right. Why can't we have the same kind of loyalty and discipline as the other cultures do?
Oh, so you're looking at it from a client standpoint?
Yes, okay. I am. Okay. I am, because my preference is, no offense to anyone, but my preference is all the time. Yes. Every single time. Oh, for those who can't see, I did the power to the people side.
Yes, the power to the people side.
Yes.
And Black History Month. Can we?
And on this land, it's Black History Month.
Yes. Come on.
Congratulations, Black people. We do, but you know what? We got the most impactful time. And so? Yes, we do. Because we got 28 days to show them what we're working with. Shake it fast. Watch yourself. Okay? What you mean? We got ample, and every day is something new.
Well, I am so thankful for my month.
Right. So in that, guys, just to dooby this up once again, I feel like from a client standpoint, I want the clients to understand that deposits are not made to be annoying, to be harmful.
But that's not how they're coming off.
That's not how they're coming off.
They're coming off like...
Y'all just want to take my money.
Yes. And sometimes it's true. So we cannot stare off of that. We cannot.
And this is why we always going to throw them bows, y'all, because she's going to give you the stylist point of view every single time. Every time.
But yeah, of course, I have to hold myself accountable. So I'm just saying, as a stylist, yes, deposits are necessary, but sometimes the stylists abuse that option.
The clients, they abuse that option.
Abuse it.
I mean, yes. So clients, stop telling these people y'all gonna come to their salon and do their hair or do their nails or do their lashes, and then you don't show up.
Right.
Or call when you just got up and you got crust out of your eyes and mad because you got to pay a $15 late fee.
Yeah.
Just it's in any business. They want to protect themselves and you want to protect you. So yes.
Yeah, so it's your fault, client.
Oh no.
And here goes Mike B. Welcome, Mike B.
Hi.
Hey.
You're not even gonna say hi to the people?
Hi, people. But no, the deposit demons are you guys. Not the clients. The name came from you guys.
So let
not
me
from
tell
us.
you, like I said, back in the day, there were no deposits.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So things transpired, and then now there are deposits.
Mm-hmm.
The things that transpired were the clients not showing up to their appointment.
And you know, the clients be at fault for a lot of the things that's happened right now, but we're gonna talk about that another
Sure,
time.
But that doesn't change
What?
the deposit demonry that is taking place.
Wait,
Not the deposit demonry.
yes, you're right. You're
right. You're right.
Taking it
Yes,
too far.
the
They're taking it to the next level.
Yes, deposits came from a need, but now it's just ridiculous.
Right.
It's ridiculous.
Like, okay, so you said you 2 minutes late? Yeah, I gotta go.
But
And I'm
wait,
keeping your
but
deposit.
wait, so deposit is technically, is it a portion of the fee? It like of the service charge?
Sometimes it's
yes,
not.
Right. No, but is it supposed to be part of?
Yeah, I didn't make the rules. I don't know.
Because a deposit to me is like a deposit. It's like a little
Change
right.
towards
So
the
if
end.
So how can you put 100% in front of that word? Because now it's not a deposit no
Correct.
more.
It's a service. It's a service.
It's giving you your money.
Right.
Right.
With
So
no
it's
it's a robbery with no gun.
deposit. Exactly.
It's a robbery with no
Yeah,
gun.
put your hands up. No, I'm done. No, we gotta go. But no, on a serious note,
Yes.
we gotta do our due diligence and making sure that we are using deposits for what they're for,
Mhm.
which is security for the stylist,
Yes.
and not, sticking
And
them up.
security for the client.
And security for no, that's
Out.
not always the case.
Yes.
Because sometimes when they be like, hey boo, so
What?
I'm not gonna be able to do your hair today at 3 p.m. Is it possible for you to come at 4?
No.
Right, and I'm keeping your deposit. So yes, it is a problem at the fact that you could sit there and you could keep somebody's deposit and you are the inconvenience.
Yeah, so it's to protect the clients. I'm just speaking from my standpoint.
All right,
I
y'all.
can't see it from that way because, I'm always the stylist. But it is. I get it. I want my clients to always feel like their appointments are secure. That's why I enforce deposits. We are, and then when they do show up for their appointment because they paid their deposit, we service them on time for the most part. We try to get them in and out. And that is the point, because without a deposit, then you really don't have an appointment.
Yep.
And now
And now we don't know if
Right.
you're showing or if you are going to show. So I
Right.
get it 1000%. So now that you guys get it as well too, and I get it and we all get it,
Do it.
pay the deposits. Pay the deposits and stop stressing these stylists and these people who are running
I'll
their
pay
business
the
out.
deposit and you don't hold it hostage.
That too.
Okay.
And I'm holding y'all stylists as accountable as well too. Stop taking these people money.
Yeah.
Give them their money back if you running late and you can't come. Give them their money back if they in an Uber and they on the way to your spot and they running behind.
And then you leave.
But anyway, we're going to go ahead and go on to our Tangled Tales.
Mhm.
And in our Tangled Tales, we're detangling the mess. We'll be reading and sharing scenes from the craziest reviews and personal and social media stories and give our feedback on the tea. So this episode is titled The Unprofessional Stylist. On social media, there is a trending video of a salon in Columbia, South Carolina.
Mhm.
This is making fun of the unprofessional stylist. That's basically what the reel is about. They now have over 3 versions of this video, and
This is
all
a
of them.
reel?
It's a reel. It's a
yes.
reel.
I
Yeah,
remember this one.
it is,
I got
and
this
it's over 3 versions of it, and all of them have a hit.
Right.
Basically, all the versions.
Right.
Part 2 alone got over 1.7 views, and
1.7 million views.
oh yeah, see, 1.7 million. Views.
Right. So
And let's get into it. Let's talk about it.
So yeah, obviously.
So we're gonna play the sound clip so you guys can kind of like hear it a little bit,
Or-
and then on our social media, we'll go ahead But if y'all
1.7 million.
Right, but if y'all haven't seen it, it's basically talking about like coming with your hair washed and blow dried, bring your wigs in 3 days early, and they're working on it while you're there instead of in advance, coming, asking, you're getting a cut and you ask for a trim, charging more than what the stylist says, and looking at your phone during your
Hair
service.
Oh,
I
God.
know that is a hot topic
They
because
also talk about overbooking
Mhm.
while doing hair, and then
That's a thing?
Oh, yeah.
Y'all don't like that?
Someone eating while doing my hair?
Y'all don't. Oh, the stylist.
Yes,
Okay. Y'all know I'm always looking from the client point of view. My bad. I got PTSD. Go ahead.
Okay, no. So yes, it's trending because it's hilarious, but it's funny that we can make fun of it when it's really serious things happening.
You make fun of it when you are not in that situation, y'all. Because I know I got a couple stories from all of these situations here.
Got a story.
I do. Like I feel like it's a new school versus old school kind of situation going on, where it's like it's the new age, because the generation coming up after us, they're very intentional about their time, they're intentional about their money, and they don't want to work too hard, and they want to make sure that they are making all the coins. I feel like when it comes to these kind of things, do you feel like they were done previously, like back in the day?
Done?
Yeah. Do you feel like any of these things we talked about was done back in the day?
Definitely.
Like what?
Yeah, a lot of eating. That was a thing.
So stylists is taking their time to eat.
Yes.
While they have somebody sitting waiting for them.
Yeah, those things. So, because it's 2024, we're evolving. I feel like expectations have changed, especially in the Black culture. There's certain kind of, we want certain things. We want things to be different. We're not in the 80s.
I believe that we are stepping into our luxury.
Right.
We're stepping into our luxury. Right. And I feel like when we're doing that, we're now wanting the nicer things.
Yes.
And we're going to pay for the nicer things, but the service has to match.
It does. It does.
It does not. And that's why we are here on Everyone Wants 100%.
So coming with your hair washed and blow dried
is an issue for me.
Yes, there's an issue, but this, again, I believe is rooted from the clients. And I love y'all clients. I love all of y'all. But it is rooted from the clients, because I have a lot of conversations with my clients and they talk to me about having to show up with their hair blow dried. And I'd be like, wow, I get it. They're like, they charge extra for this. They charge extra for that. And I always have to tell them. Because I tell them, and I'm like, listen, there was a point in time when we had set prices for things such as like a sew-in, because we know there's different steps to sew-in. So you have to wash, blow dry, you have to braid it down. So there's a series of steps. So what they started doing was calling, or they'll text and they'll ask if they can get the service for a cheaper price if they already wash their hair, if they have the conditioner in already, if it's braided down. So it gave the stylist.
Why didn't you guys just say no?
I'm just going to raise your hand.
What?
Raise your hand if you have ever called your stylist and said to them,
never.
Girl, I already washed my hair. I got the deep conditioner in, and I'm coming to the salon. All you got to do is just wash it out, braid it, and that's it.
Plastic cap on their head.
Put a finger down if you have ever called your stylist with the shower cap on your head, and you're walking to the salon, and all they got to do is just blow it out and set you, and you're ready. My finger has gone down.
Oh, you were one of the
I am one of the girlies, and I want a discount because I did most of the work for you.
See? So here we are. Here we are, where now things are, broken down in the way a la carte style. Where now, if you want to get your hair blow dried, it's $45. If you want to trim, it's this. I mean, so that's not. So, but the issue here now is the price has gone up.
Yesterday's price
is not today's price.
Not today's price.
So now they want to bundle it up again. Sorry, sis, we can't do that for you. So here we are.
I mean, I get it, right? I do get it when it's
you better get it.
When it's
going backwards.
Because it's only moving forward, and the way that you guys are moving. Well,
right.
Wow, who would have thought?
Right.
Who would have thought?
Right.
But anyway, I definitely I get it. I get the a la carte situation. I get the fact that we're supposed to we treated ourselves and we created this kind of thing. However, there isn't anybody out there saying that to us. Does that make sense? There's nobody saying okay, the reason why we're not charging you this.
I just said it.
How many of the put a finger down if you've ever explained to the client why you want them to come wash, blow dry, and then go to the Dominicans and get a silk press before they get a ponytail.
Stylist. I know I ain't the only stylist.
My thumb has gone down. Like nobody's doing that. No one is doing that. Nobody's sitting there and explaining to you, this is why this is happening. And that's why the girls are mad. Like, and I'm the girls because I don't want to come here with my hair already washed and blow dried.
Well, now you know. Now you know.
Right, but where do we go from here? Because the whole purpose of it, like you said earlier, we can laugh and we can key about not coming wash and blow dry, but some of the girlies are not even going to school. Some of the girlies can't even offer that wash and blow dry service because they don't know how to blow dry your hair.
And that's real. That's the real tea.
That's really why.
Yeah.
But they are not, and that's why no one's talking to you about it because no one wants to say, I can't do that.
Not my reason.
Thank
my
you.
reason is different from their reason.
Thank you. The cosmetology girlies get it. The ones who sitting there at Beep Beep Bar and
blow dry.
They blow dry.
They
right. Because guess what? They went to school. They have that drive, that determination. And then, there are 4 different types of stylists or even 6 different types of stylists.
Right.
There are the professional ones. They're the ones who working out of their house. They're the ones who working out of a suite. There's so many different aspects to it. But I firmly believe that if you are trying to set a standard for yourself, if you are trying to set a standard for yourself, I firmly believe that you should move as such.
Yes.
Move as such. This is mine. If I got a suite, this is my suite. And I'm going to charge you for X, Y, Z. And this is what it's for. Like, be professional.
But don't overbook either.
Now, I can't help them out with that. I can't help you out with that. Get an assistant.
Yeah.
Get an assistant.
They're not assisting anymore. They're not assisting anymore. They're going out of beauty school and they're getting suites and they're doing their thing. And that's great because, again, we love them, right? Because we want to be like them, right?
We do. I love the independent. All the women independent.
Yes,
I love it.
Great, but
you gotta learn.
It gets like things get confusing.
Yes, you have to crawl before you walk. And a lot of the times, I want, the new age stylists to chime in on our social media. Why stylists?
Stylists, no.
Not new age?
Not stylists.
Oh, sorry, guys. Sorry. Stylists. Stylists. I want you guys to chime in, and I want you.
She was driving Mike B crazy over here,
and I want y'all to. I want you guys to chime in. I want you guys to discuss what makes you successful. Do you feel as though having people come wash and blow dry sets the tone for your relationship with your client?
And for them, it could be their thing. It's their aesthetic, and everyone doesn't contest to it. I don't think everyone has an issue with it.
No.
Because, it's an era, it's a time, it is what it is.
So you don't think it's unprofessional? Because in this video, it was portrayed as unprofessional.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's unprofessional. I just think it is what it is. It's part of it now. It's not unprofessional. It's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see where it comes off as being unprofessional unless I couldn't really do the service.
Well, I think it comes across as unprofessional because the people are so used to what was happening prior.
Okay, but it doesn't sit with me as this is unprofessional.
Because maybe it's the way the message is being relayed from the bio bullies. Like, make sure your hair is da-da-da. And then kind of like what you guys were talking about before, where it's like, you have to have a certain type of texture and you have to have this and you have to have that. So I think because it's being coupled in with, some of these other uglier things.
Yeah, it just wraps it all. It just ropes it all in. Yeah. Now it's just part of.
Well, now that you guys say that, I have a question.
What?
And don't fight me on this because I know how the girls like to tussle. Okay. Do you think that this aesthetic and this culture is only in the Black culture?
I do. Yeah, of course, because we have coarse hair, we have coily hair.
So you don't think this is happening over at Supercuts?
No, it's not happening over there.
You don't think so?
No.
You think they got their own version?
I don't think they're asking anybody to come. A la carte services, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but not come with your hair washed and blow dried. Then what are they gonna do? Because that is their service, The other cultures, they do a lot of blow drying, so that would be not a.
All right, and I want you guys to think about that too. What makes that I get it. It's a
It's a
difference
lot
in
of work.
texture. Yes.
It's a lot of work.
There you go. You took the words right out of my mouth.
It's a lot of work to blow dry our hair. It is.
Because if this get wet, y'all, don't even. I know this silk press is fooling you. I know it's fooling you.
Right.
But don't let it get too hot.
It's not fooling nobody.
Don't let it get too hot.
It's growing. It's growing. It's growing. It's growing.
It's Seymour.
Right. So I get it. It's a lot of work.
Okay.
What is happening is they want to do less work.
I get it. I get it.
Less work.
I get it.
And
I get the less work.
That for me is the unprofessional part.
What about some of the other things on the list, like bringing your wig 3 days early and then you're still going to work on it when I'm there? What is that about?
Well, that's time management skills.
Mhm.
That's
Get an assistant, like I said.
No.
Unprofessional as hell.
That's unprofessional.
It is.
It is.
Because if I drop my wig off a couple of days early, my expectation is that it's going to be done when I get there. Like all you have to do is plop it on my head, put a little 2, 3, 1, 2, and then we out of here. I see you plucking my lace. I see the bleach on the knots, and you still trying to make it make sense. Mama, I have some place to be. And you said on your website that I would be out of here at 12 o'clock. Right. It's already 11:30. Yeah. And I'm still sitting here with Cleo braids in my hair.
Time management. And a lot of times stylists say yes to things that they just can't do.
And then they be like, I can't do this. I'm weighing over my head.
It's a lot. So you just got to sometimes bring it back and, obviously do what you can do so that way it doesn't translate as unprofessional.
I get that part. I understand. However, I still don't want you to be working on my wig when I get there. I want that to be done.
Finished.
When I sit down in the chair, just put it on my head.
I get it.
Thank y'all. Well, we got to stay out of the mess, y'all.
Right. We got to stay out of the mess.
And to stay out of the mess, we have to do what?
Stand on business.
Standing on business.
I said, don't do that. So in Standing on Business, we are chatting about the structure, systems, and the tools, education needed, and to be successful in the salon industry.
Oh, wait, that's my turn, guys. And to stay out of the mess, we're going to talk about policies.
Yes.
Now, what is a policy, Mike B? What is? Can I get a Webster dictionary of policy?
Policies.
Because when I hear the word policy, I think of these are the rules. These are the guidelines that I have to go by in order for me to be able to be right. Okay, what is it?
So the dictionary definition caught me off guard is a course or principle of action adopted or proposed by a government, party, business, or individual.
So how does policies align with the cosmetology world?
How does it align with deposits?
And not being unprofessional.
Right, and not being unprofessional.
Okay.
It just is for the client.
Okay.
To be sure. What's going to transpire when they arrive.
Okay, so how do you create it? How do you create the policies in your business?
For me, I'll have it on the website. If I have a front desk, when they call, I'm reiterating it. I'm letting them know this is what is going to happen when you come. This is our policy. This is what you need to. This is what we
expect from you.
Yeah. Then when they're in the salon, the stylist is going to again probably reiterate it.
Anything that is aligned with the policy. Okay.
Anyway, so that way there's no confusion.
I do like the fact that you said that it's on the website because I was watching something the other day and it was on TikTok and this young lady, another deposit demon, she took the client's deposit and she was like, but she lost the deposit because she disputed it with her bank. The woman was explaining the reason why the stylist lost. And she's like, the reason why the stylist lost is because she does not have, right before you click and you charge your card, her policies. Okay. So there's nowhere that says it. It says it on your website, but it doesn't say it when you're checking out. Okay. So now I can't hold you accountable for it because the client can't see it. Exactly. They can't click it. They didn't agree to read in the terms and conditions. Y'all know that long piece of thing that Apple be giving us before we actually put our Apple ID in?
Right.
I'm never going to read it, but y'all should read it. Okay, because the terms and conditions will get you every time. But yeah, she didn't get her money back, and the stylist was so upset. She was like, I just work so hard, which she does, and I do all of these things, and I'm here every day, and for her to just take my deposit, like she was upset. But you also have to understand too, like you didn't.
It's part of the business.
Dum, dum, dum,
Yeah,
dum,
it's
dum,
part of
dum,
the
dum.
business, and
Standing
having
on business.
policies saves us headache.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because things do transpire. They happen.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's out of someone's control. But if in the policy it says, if you do not cancel your appointment 24 hours before, you will be held. We're gonna hold.
We're gonna hold you
We're gonna hold
accountable.
that yeah,
So,
we're gonna
what
keep that
best
deposit.
practices can you recommend to the listeners as to policies? Like, what policies do you think are mandatory that you should have?
Well, I think late fees.
Mm-hmm.
I do think deposit.
Oh my God, we were just talking about that earlier.
What, a late fee?
No, the
What?
deposit fee. So there's a small to medium business that I know of, and the owner was upset because the client canceled on them.
Okay.
And I said to her, I was like, but you don't have a deposit in place?
Right.
And she was tight.
Right.
She was mad because
was
there was nothing
yeah.
that she could say.
Right.
And I said to her, I said, had you had a deposit in place, they would not have the ability to cancel or reschedule on you last minute. And now you accounted, like you said, for that money, and now it's gone.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, guys, deposits. How you say deposits in Spanish? Depositio?
Just no.
No? Okay.
Yeah, just no.
What are the other policies you think should be in place other than the late fee?
The late fee, well, for staff, I do implement like a dress code, coming in all black. But as far as the clients, for me, it's just the late fee and the deposit.
And the deposit.
Yeah,
okay.
Because that's what we're talking about. So like, you're gonna come in, this is what's gonna happen. There's no policy for that, but to secure your appointment, this is the policy.
Right.
What about the people that have like, don't bring your kid, no kids could come in here?
That's a policy.
Nobody under this age. So I mean, if that's something you want, should it be in the policy?
I think so because kids change the experience.
They do.
For a lot, like, depending on the age, it can definitely change the experience for the clients in the salon. So if you're looking for something a little more low key and you don't want to hear the noise and the hustle and the bustle, I would put that in.
Right.
But my policy doesn't have to be in my bio, right?
I think it should be.
If you're independent, if you are an independent worker, they won't know. It can't be, but there are
policies.
Policies are different from being in your bio.
And
your
it's
policy,
it should be that many.
It shouldn't be that many stipulations, but this is why we are here and we have created Everybody Wants 100% because no kids, no dogs, no apples, no trees, no nothing.
No.
And that's all in the bio.
No, that's not it.
Mike B, can you attest to this?
I'm just saying, maybe it's a link to your policy or something. Because once I see all of that in your bio,
I don't think those should be
afraid.
Policies. That's the thing.
So what do you think they should be?
Children or dogs or this or that. That is
yes, but it's not looking that long. Deposit.
You know what it is, guys?
What?
And I think that everyone will realize this. Shawanda does not know about those things. She doesn't know about that life.
No, I don't.
Because she doesn't book with these people.
I don't book.
So me and Abby is sitting here like, what do you mean?
Right.
Minute that.
Yeah.
Me and Mike B is like, what do you mean? Right. What are you talking about? Because we definitely understand that these things happen.
Right.
They happen. It's not just like, I feel like Mike B said, those things they are 1000% policies and they shouldn't be in your bio. They should be at the bottom and they should be in like anything else. Here are my terms and conditions. If you click to agree to this, then you're agreeing to my terms and conditions. And when you click on it, it takes you to the terms and conditions. Okay. But guess what? Nobody's going to read it. So you're going to lose your money anyway.
Facts. You're right. But that's why it's not in the policies. It's at the top of the bio. And now you can see it as soon as you click the page. So
that you don't have to worry yourself about reading too much because nobody likes to do any of that anymore.
No, the reading, I don't want to do that.
I
definitely, what do I call it? When I read really quickly,
skim.
I'm always skimming.
Yeah.
I'm always skimming.
Yeah, and believe
so bad.
And then you guys
mad.
see it.
And then mad, right?
Wait, I missed this. Sorry, guys. Yes. So I feel like what was I gonna say? I lost my train of thought. Darn tootin'.
Well, we can move on.
All right. So also just to piggyback off of what you said when it comes to
policies.
Say
that again.
just to piggyback off of what you said when it comes to policies, I feel like they should be a terms and conditions situation on the separate.
Okay.
It shouldn't be at the top right there. And then the two things they should take away from this is what? 2 policies. Quick, ready, go.
Deposits
and
late fees.
Congratulations,
and don't bring your dog or your kids. Leave them home.
Please leave them home. So everyone wants 100%. Guys, we're getting to the final. Are you guys sad? I'm sad. Okay, so guys, we're going to wrap this up and we're going to move on to our next segment. Our next segment is
everyone wants 100%.
And
the reality is that we are always trying to get 100%, but it's never really mathing.
It's never going to happen. The math is not mathing.
It's not going to math. So, but we do want you guys to walk away with something.
At least a little piece of change.
How to not be labeled as an unprofessional stylist. What are some of the things that we can do?
I think, because coming off guard, one of the things that you cannot do, I feel like, is one of the things I feel like you should do. How can I do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the things I feel like you should do is be a human being. There is a specific airline that their slogan was bringing humanity back to the air. And I couldn't relate to that even more because like
bringing humanity back into the air. Okay.
I feel like a lot of the times when you're traveling, it could feel like you are hustling, bustling, like cattle. Like you're just running down the lines.
Yes.
And there's no sense of humanity.
Yeah.
Like there's no sense of touch. There's no sense of anything
we're New Yorkers.
Yes.
One.
New Yorkers. I'm not talking about New York.
We live in a very...
We don't, but there are different ways that you can seem as a human.
Yeah, but when somebody...
Attributing that to cosmetology or to just being in this world, there is a smile. Yeah. A smile is that's something that you don't get. When you come into the salon, sometimes they got their Ugg slippers on. All right, girl, you can have a seat, right? I'm gonna be with you in a minute. Like humanity. If I just called you and I told you that my dog died, give me back my deposit. Right? Like there has to be some kind of understanding and humanity. You have to, for a moment, just for a split second, stop looking at the dollar bill and look at the way that this person is feeling.
Yes.
If I'm telling you I'm having a family emergency, and I know you probably heard it 17 million times before, but I'm not that person. You know, I'm going to show up. It's just something happened.
Yes.
Bring humanity back to hair. Back to hair.
Not the chant. Not the chant. Well, I think being transparent about pricing would be a great one. Because I feel like we didn't touch on that really.
Touch on it.
Okay. So I feel like we're not transparent in the pricing a lot.
Okay.
Because sometimes they show up and there's like different things going on at checkout. And you're like, well, I thought my bill was this. Like so that doesn't work well for business.
No, it does
policies,
not.
Things, it doesn't translate well. So we want to make sure we're being transparent. We're not adding on fees and services and things at the end. So the client could be like, well, what just happened?
Guys.
So they don't feel scammed.
I have a confession. These are my confessions.
What?
So I remember when I used to go to my stylist to go get my hair done, right?
I don't even know if I want to hear that.
And I would be like, okay, I know this is how much she charged. And I would get to the register and they would be like, yeah, so your total is... Where did this come from? What are you talking about? But I'm not going to wild out because I don't like embarrassment. So I'm going to pay it, but I'm going to be tight.
But these prices that's on the website, they are for the clients as well, protection. I do believe. Because back in the day when there were no websites, you showed up and your price was a different price. There was nothing that you could go back to be like, but wait, this is not what.
But we wasn't doing that before. We wasn't texting my stylist. I was going to the salon and be like, how much you got?
Right, but if it was a slow Tuesday, it was going to be $100 versus a busy Saturday when it's $65. Okay? Right. So they don't know that though. See, these they don't know that. So
I didn't know that, y'all. Right, I didn't know that.
Right, because this is what we're evolving.
Okay.
So the pricing on the website, I do believe is great for clients, but we got to make sure that when they get there, is the same. It's matching.
You know what else I feel like? Listening to your client.
Well, yeah, we've said that.
No. Taking constructive criticism.
From a client?
Yes.
Like what?
You see? You see, we talked about this earlier. When they know everything, and the moment that
That's why
you
you sit in my
challenge
chair, though.
the
'Cause
yeah,
I
but I know how I like my hair to look. I know what I like for me, and I know that you are good. I wouldn't be here
That's
if
not criticism.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't know.
But I mean, because obviously I know what I'm doing.
That can't
You
be the
don't know
answer,
what
guys.
you're talking about.
Don't y'all see it? So I think that taking constructive criticism is never a bad thing. Y'all know I
Don't
give
listen
you
to that.
the
Is she
real
so-
tea behind the salon industry.
Whatever.
Okay?
All right, I got some tea for y'all. Listen, she's starting it over. So what? All right.
All in all, I feel like these policies, these deposits,
Mhm.
these unprofessional stylists, how could they all be corrected?
I think it starts with how they want to portray
Okay.
themselves as a business, as a stylist. Everyone doesn't have the same goal, right?
Okay.
But
Yes,
if
that
you're-
is true.
If you're serious about your craft, if you're
Mhm.
serious about your profession, obviously you're gonna hold yourself to a higher standard, and
Mhm.
you're not gonna want to be labeled as an unprofessional hairstylist.
Even if it is a joke.
Right, even if it is a joke. So you're not gonna do any of these things. One of them was looking at the phone.
Oh yes.
Looking at the phone,
y'all.
looking at your client's phone while they're getting their hair done. Listen, clients are always in their phone.
Yes.
They're always in their phone. We're all always in our phones.
How do you feel about that?
Looking at someone's phone?
No, yeah, looking at someone's phone. How do you feel?
I mean, that's rude because like you're invading someone's privacy. But not all the time. That's what that's what we're trying to do.
Because I'm going to tell y'all right now.
We in the process of doing your hair. You have your phone here. We gonna glance sometimes, and sometimes you're gonna catch a little tea, and you gonna keep glancing. But that's not okay.
In the reel, the stylist was like, "Ooh, girl, scroll back."
Yes, she was pointing at the screen like, "Go back." I think she touched her phone.
Yes, she did. A
Yes.
lot of the comments were
Yes.
about that. She's
Yes.
like, "Oh, girl, scroll back." And
Yes,
people were like,
I
"Not the
think that
scroll
is
back."
so rude. I wouldn't.
Now, I would have read whatever piece of tea I read and made a story up in my head myself.
What do you mean?
Like, if I see some girl, I got my test results back.
No.
I'm going to be like,
Right.
girl, I wonder what them test
Sometimes
results
you
were.
catch some juicy thing.
And it was by accident. It's
Right.
not like I was looking at your phone. You got your phone up
Because
like
we
this,
gotta
and I'm
bring
washing your hair.
Humanity back into
Gotta bring humanity back into the industry, y'all.
My eyes just glanced down.
By accident. But yes, it is rude, but the real tea is we gonna see it sometimes. And if you're okay with it, you're okay with it. And if you're not, you should get a privacy screen.
Right. Because I can't see nothing on them black things.
Absolutely. That's me. Lower that brightness down. Okay?
So, well, thank you guys.
Thank
for
you.
listening.
Thank you guys. Oh my God, we're ending now. Okay.
Yes.
So bye. Yes. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for listening. We are going to be on all the socials where you can listen to your podcast, wherever you get your fix at. And definitely engage on our Instagram.
Yes,
Everyone
we want
wants
the
100.
interaction. I love interacting with you guys.
Yes. You guys are literally interacting with us.
Yes.
So
and
it's not just like a robot. It's really us.
Thank
So
you.
definitely interact. And thank you for tuning in to Everyone Wants 100 Pounds.